Hey guys, you'll have to ignore my Jufra right now happening. You know? It's cool. I'm down here in my basement, so I can just be like, focused. I mean, my computer is plugged into the possessed outlet right now, so I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I know it's the 15th still, so don't worry if you still get in stuff by tomorrow. I'll make a part 2. But this was actually pretty successful. I got a bunch of responses, and so here are your responses to your questions and whatnot. So the first question a lot of people have asked, and that question is, how do you know if you're gay or bisexual, lesbian? My answer to that would be, there's no really set guidelines. You know, it's not like, oh, if you bathe 5 times a week, that means you're gay or something like that. When I was first struggling with even thinking I was bisexual, I was really upset that these little pamphlets my mom got me about being gay weren't just like a checklist, like, are you this, like these symptoms, that means you're gay. It's not that easy. I'd say it's something you have to experiment with. I mean, I'm not saying go out and be like, yo, you're gay? Okay, cool, let's make out. No. I mean, if you want to do that, whatever, but most people that's a little too extreme. I would say when you feel comfortable, just, start getting into gay-straight alliances maybe. If you have them at your school, little gay clubs, organizations, or if you have any friends that are gay or anything, you can have like a conversation with them about it without being like, I might be gay, what do you think? I'm pretty sure I just recorded like 3 minutes of that answer that I didn't even record, and I just noticed that I didn't press the record button, so now I'm really mad, but okay, I'll try this again. Alright, here we go again. Basically, it comes down to if you're attracted to the same sex, if you have feelings for the same sex, if when you kiss or make physical contact, emotional contact, you feel that on a higher level than a heterosexual would. That most likely means you're bi, gay, lesbian, but it's not set in stone. And what I said before was so perfect, and I'm so mad that I didn't record it and I can't remember it now. Don't you hate it when that happens? I hate it when that happens. Oh my god. Okay, next question. Okay, this one I can relate to. It's by Anonymous. She wrote in saying how she hasn't been very open about being a lesbian. She came out as bi, but she kind of got about that because she felt like people are treating her differently. And now she's wondering whether or not she should tell her friend, who she's going to be rooming with, that she has feelings for girls. Alright, I understand how this feels. My roommate wasn't my friend previously, but I worried all summer about, what do I say? Do I say it the first day? Do I don't know. What do I do? Like, what if she is totally against it, and it would be so awkward. I was just so scared all summer. In the end, I decided not to be like, hi, I'm a lesbian. I like girls. But she knew beforehand, I guess, because, Facebook status tells all, but I didn't really knew she knew. So, when we were talking about exes, and I was like, yeah, she, blah, 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 a little hint, yeah, it was a she, I'm gay, but without being like, yeah, I'm a big old lesbian. And once that happened, I don't know if it was that conversation, but, as we got more comfortable with each other, which you guys are already friends, I think you said you weren't great friends, but, once you get comfortable with her, explain it to her. I was like, yeah, I'm a lesbian, but that doesn't mean I'm going to hit on you or watch you sleep or, anything creepy. It's just like straight people. Like, you don't like every guy that you see. I don't like every girl that I see. And I respect straight girls, and I'm not gonna hit on them. I'm not gonna do any of this freaky stuff, watch them change. No, like, I'm not a creeper. And she understood, and she she's really cool, but you know, different people are gonna react differently, so I don't know how your friend will react if you tell her, but I think things would be more awkward if you didn't, because you would know and you'd always feel like, oh, it's really up to you. But I mean, that's the way I handled it. I didn't want to be like in your face, because sometimes that kind of makes people uncomfortable. If you just want to let her know off the bat just to see how she feels about it, that's cool too. It's really up to you. I wouldn't recommend never telling her or waiting too long. I mean, that's your call too, but I know I wouldn't be able to, because that's like a big part of you, you know. It's actually funny because my roommate's so cool with me being gay. She's like, whatever, I know you're not creepy. But whenever people find out that I am, and they're like, oh my gosh, your roommate's a lesbian? Does she like watch you sleep? And she's just like, no, she's not a weirdo. Like, you know, she's normal. She doesn't like every girl she sees, and that would be awkward because we're roommates and we're just friends, and that's just how it works. So we thought we might as well just make like a business card that she could just pass out to everyone. Yes, my roommate is a lesbian. On the back, no, she does not watch me sleep. It would save her the trouble of explaining that every time someone found out. But that leads on to another subject, which a lot of people have said, like, especially at the end of your message, you're saying, or should I stop being dumb and just be myself? A lot of people say that. They just say, oh, it's so stupid, why can't I just do it? It's who I am. But it's hard. It's easy for people to say, just be yourself and don't worry about it. But in the end, it takes a lot to do that. You gotta be comfortable with yourself. It's definitely something that you should do. You should definitely always be yourself. You should listen to what your heart says. So lame. You know, there's a perfect way to say that, but right now it's escaping me and all I can think of are these cheesy lines. In the end, you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. No, it's not easy, and it's not something you can do overnight. It takes a lot, but one day, when you're comfortable, when you're ready, you will do it, and you'll be happier than you've ever been. There will be some times where people won't agree, people will be jerks, people won't understand, and, you know, that happens in life regardless if you're struggling with being gay or not. The way I see it, in the end, it's better to leave this world with your soul being happy, doing what you gotta do, being yourself, than to keep it all in the whole time and try to live your life for other people. No matter how many names you've been called or whatever, but as I said, it's a journey. It's not gonna happen overnight. You're not gonna know overnight, which I was mad about because I just wanted to know, but it took me 17 years to admit that I was a lesbian. Most of those years I didn't know what a lesbian was, of course, but it's really not gonna happen right away.